Hey, I'm Scott, a marketing manager for Tri-County Metals, and today I'm with David Grimes. He is our business development manager for Volusia County and surrounding areas. So today we're talking about what do I need to figure out materials for a metal roofing estimate. That's kind of a loaded question.
It is. There's a lot that goes into that, but I think it's a little bit of a two-part question.
Okay.
Only because it depends on who you're talking to. If it's a contractor, I would say they mostly know the answer to that question. But if there's anything that they're not familiar with, because I've certainly run across some contractors that need some education, and
certainly you might have the guy who's experienced in shingle, has a crew, but right. He's ready to get into metal, that kind of situation.
That's exactly correct. And so to that point, when they deal with shingles, it's based a lot on square foot, and with metal roofing, it is more on linear foot, and it's a little harder to work in square foot when it comes to metal roofing. But I think the easiest way to answer that question is to figure out the materials you need for metal roofing. One of the easiest ways to educate yourself as a customer or as a contractor, again, would be pulling off of our website. With our install manuals, in every single one of our install manuals, we have a guide on how to measure your roof. In this particular one for TCM lock, it's page 4, and it explains in kind of a step-by-step detail as to what needs to be measured and why. And then the best part about this manual, in my opinion, is the back side of it is the order form, where it literally helps you go down the list of every single piece of accessory or item that you might need for your roof, and then you can determine if that's something you would need for this roof based on the dimensions or valleys or chimneys or whatever it might be that's on that roof. And then in coordination with that, our product guide is the other thing that would be really useful, because there's every piece of trim, every accessory in there. And so you can, with those two together, you should be able to answer every single question you need as to what type of materials you need for your roof.
That's excellent. Lots of very specific ways, especially if a contractor or homeowner, if they wanted to take the reins and kind of get down to the specific panel length, down to the specific screw, based on the install method for the panel, maybe quarter pocket approval that they're using.
Correct.
But there is, another tool that we use, and of course it's not as finite as sort of this process or these processes would be, but we do have a CAD department too. So how would that play out if somebody just wanted to just try to get that estimate, sort of a nice ballpark of how would our CAD services play into that?
Yeah, so that's really great. The CAD department really, for our company, in coordination with the branches, we've become a really effective estimating service for contractors and customers alike, homeowners alike. And how that would work is, if you're a contractor and you're familiar with working with like roofers and eagle views, any kind of a digital roof report it's a service they can pay for, they can email those into our branch, which gets translated to our CAD department. And based on that information, our CAD does an entire layout, roof diagram, trims, everything you need for that roof, and then sends that back to the branch, and then they tighten it up with the additional accessories they need for that. If it's a homeowner and they don't have that type of access to a digital roofing estimation service like that, you can do a basic hand drawing of your roof, and using the guide that's in our install manuals, it will explain to you exactly what you need to do, which measurements to take, and then you just take that drawing into one of our branches or email it in, and that same drawing will go to our CAD, and they do the same thing. Instead of using a fancy digital report, it's just a hand drawing, and that's what I did for 20 years.
Right. So we have pencil and paper. We have guides. We have install manuals. We have our CAD department. And in fact, again, browse our website. We actually have a nice showcase our specialty segment that is just on CAD. You can hear directly from our CAD lead, Dylan, and he explains all these processes in detail. So several ways that if you're looking to get, what the material list needs to be for that estimate, we've got you covered.
Absolutely, yeah. And like I said, it's in the front of every single one of our install guides, no matter whether it's an exposed fastener or standing seam. It has that information in it.
So we have install guides available in several places on our website. You can call and ask for it. We can send it to you in the mail. You can download it yourself in a PDF. All kinds of ways we can get it to you. So that's a great, robust answer for that question. And stay tuned for more. And if you're just tuning in, this is the top 10 metal roofing install related questions answered with Scott and David.
Thank you.
Thank you.